Hi guys, what's up? So welcome to my channel. What better way to kind of get myself psyched up than to film a video and get to talk to you guys. So today's video, I thought what better DCP video to talk about. We're going to be talking about how to find your roommates and also my experience of finding my roommates and who my roommates are. Yeah, so let's get into it. So first of all, when you come to the program, you're really excited, you finally got accepted and you've done everything you need to. It kind of hits you, oh my gosh, I need to find roommates, but I don't know how to do that. So that's what we're going to be talking about in this video. So just off the bat, I'm going to tell you guys that you don't actually need to find your roommates. Okay, so a lot of people go in, I need to find my roommates. You can find your roommate. However, it's not mandatory that you do it. You don't have to go out and put yourself out there and find someone. You can just leave it up to the computer. Yeah, so there are pros and there are cons to whichever option you go for, but personally I recommend you find your roommates first. Now it is daunting for everybody because you know you pretty much are asking a random stranger if they want to room with you, and that's kind of like an intimate kind of personal type of thing, and also we as humans don't want to get rejected. However, I definitely recommend you go out there and you put yourself out there and you find a roommate. I'm someone who wants to know who I'm rooming with. For me, I pretty much wanted to decide my fate. I wanted to know who I was rooming with. I guess it is up to you. It doesn't really matter if you want to go with roommates or not, but from the stories that I've heard, the majority of people who have had problems with their roommates are those that haven't chosen them beforehand. You know, for me it's not all about personality and likes and interests and all that kind of stuff. It's also about, you know, do they like to sleep with music on or music off? Do they like to sleep with the light on, the light off? You know, some people could be heavy sleepers and need to sleep with the light on and music playing. Other people are light sleepers like me. Yeah, so that's what I would recommend finding roommates, but you don't have to if you don't want to, and if you don't want to, they just do it randomly. I'm going to discuss what dorms is. So dorms is where you have your housing preferences, everything to do with which complex you want, which roommates you want to pair up to or link up to, double or triple occupancy. But I will explain more about dorms closer to the date because I haven't done it and I'm actually not doing it, but my roommate's doing it, so hopefully she will get in a video with me. But if she doesn't want to get into a video, then I'll just get her to explain it to me, then I'll explain it back to you guys. But basically you pick a leader to do it for you and then you all register. So about 10 to 14 days out from your or before your check-in, then everyone gets a registration number or candidate number, and then everyone has to send it to the team leader, and then they register on dorms for everyone else. The second thing that I want to talk about is what is called the DCP roommate survey, which I will leave a link here and down in the bottom bar if you guys want to check out my DCP roommate survey. Basically it is a generic survey template that gets sent around everywhere, and every intake pretty much they copy and paste it and then they fill it out and then they post it back onto the Facebook pages, the Facebook groups. But basically that really helps in terms of finding if someone you're compatible with someone, and then you can start talking to them. So now I'm going to talk about the ways that you can actually find someone. So first way that you can find someone is from your uni, your college, wherever you study. This was very hard in terms of my university because it's huge and has thousands and thousands of students, and there's not like a particular DCP group. But for people like who are at travel colleges, all of those people know who's going on what internship, so normally those people connect or link up. The second way that you can find out is through Facebook, which is very good, and this is where most people find their roommates is through Facebook. So you can just contact people. It's very easy. As I said, lots of people do their DCP roommate survey, everyone else reads it, and then they like contact and like message them and stuff like that, and that is a great way to find your roommates. Another way that I found my roommates was through interviews and presentations. So I actually didn't go in there looking for roommates or anything like that. I didn't actually think about it even until after my interview, but basically I met some of my roommates at my presentation and also at my interviews. And the other way on how to find your roommates is to go to the meetups. I definitely recommend going to the meetups. Normally on the Facebook group they'll have like a big group and everyone turns up from your city or whatever. So we had a meetup, which I will leave a link here and in the bottom bar if you guys want to see our meetup that we did. So now I've given you guys tips on how you can actually find your roommates for the DCP program. I thought I would talk to you guys about how I found my roommate. So my roommate is Jordan. She's lovely and we're very, very similar, and we actually study at the same university, and the way that we met was at the interview and the presentation. Yeah, so I met Jordan and Alicia in the elevator straight after the presentation, and then we met again at the interview because my interview was before theirs. Yeah, so we got along really, really well. It's actually kind of embarrassing because when we started getting acceptances and when everyone was introducing themselves onto the Facebook page saying their roles, etc., she introduced herself and I was like, hi, can't wait to meet you, and she's like, I'm pretty sure we've already met. So that was kind of embarrassing. And then she emailed me saying we had all the same kind of interests, like she loved the food that I was making, it looked so yum, and then she loved all the makeup that I was putting up and that she loved makeup and stuff. She found out that I had a health page and she was really interested in that as well. So I don't know how it worked out, but she messaged me, you know, maybe we should be flatmates, and then I said we should be flatmates, and then she was like, well, maybe we should be roommates, and I was like, yeah, we should be roommates. So that's how I got my first roommate, which was Jordan. And then the other girl who was at the interview that we met, so Jordan and Alicia used to stay in the same dormitory at uni, like the uni hostel or something, so they already knew each other. How it worked out was Alicia asked Jordan if they could have lunch, so she asked her out for lunch, and then there Alicia asked Jordan if Jordan or I would mind if she roomed with us, because she wanted to room with us, and Jordan was like, yeah, I'll just ask Kaz. And she was messaging me at the same time as they were having lunch, and I was like, yeah, sure, of course, you know, I was like, why don't you just ask sooner? At the same time, another girl called Franny contacted me, so it was honestly like coincidence. So Franny, this girl called Franny, I didn't know who she was, but I think she just picked up that I was like, I posted, like over posted on the page or something, and she pretty much was saying that she didn't have a roommate. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. And she's like, yeah, I don't have a roommate, and I want someone that's over 21. Are you over 21? And I was like, yeah, I'm over 21. So pretty much she was implying that she wanted to be my roommate, but obviously I already had a roommate, I guess. So Jordan and I kind of worked out if we both got them to talk to each other, then they could be roommates, and it worked out fine, and that they really, really enjoy each other's company. Those two became roommates, so we had our 4. So basically we were on the lookout for 2 more people to room with us. So Jordan had been talking to Poppy. I had talked to Poppy beforehand, and she seemed really, really cool, but Jordan had talked to her more times, so she decided to ask her if she wanted to be our roommate. It worked out that Poppy had already met a girl called Tandia at her Melbourne interview, so those two had decided they'd already be rooming together. After a while of asking them a lot, they decided that they'll be roommates, but we did give them like several options. I just told Jordan, you know, tell them we don't mind, we don't care if you say no, we're not going to get offended like or anything like that if you want to room with someone else. We just kind of wanted an answer. So we finally got an answer, and yay, they're now our roommates. So I'm so excited. All of the girls who are rooming with me are literally gorgeous, and like on the outside and on the inside they seem like a lot of fun. Yeah, so I'm very, very happy with my roommates, and you guys will get to meet them very, very soon.
Mama
I'm so
called
excited
about the paper, turns out they wrote about me.
Yeah,
now
so
my broken heart's the only thing that's broke about me. So